How to create a cartoon character with photo manipulation and retouching. Transforming photos of real people into caricatures. Photo manipulation plus retouching plus color grading tutorial. We will be covering a lot of things in this massive tutorial. You will learn step by step how you can create any cartoon character you imagine using photo manipulation, retouching and color grading techniques. With only Photoshop and stock photos, or your own, you can create a unique caricature that can be a logo, a mascot for a product, a character in an ad, etc. You can of course use the same techniques explained in this tutorial, in a more subtle way, to spice up your portraits or images. This tutorial has a massive 89 steps detailing the entire process to achieve the image above, and don't worry, all my tutorials can be done by anyone who has basic knowledge of Photoshop. Unlike other tutorials you'll sometimes see out there, you don't need to be a skilled digital painter to achieve the same results I get here, as I'm not a good digital painter myself. How to make facial features pop out with retouching. Using Photoshop tools to add depth and character to a face. Advanced retouching tutorial. In this 130-minute video tutorial I will show you different retouching techniques and tricks that will help you transform regular people into eye-popping characters. In this Photoshop tutorial, we will enhance the facial features of the man and the woman, giving them a funny cartoonish look perfect for our artwork. We will then work on colors and add a background that will mesh well with our characters. In this case, I choose a background that would give the impression that those two were in an insane asylum. How to make your photos come alive. We will explore different techniques, like color isolation, to bring out the contrast of the skin tones, as well as the contrast between the shadows and highlights. We will also focus on bringing out the details of the facial features and hair to make our photo come alive. For this tutorial, we will work on the portrait of a small child, as the techniques we'll use here are perfect for single and family portrait. The results you will get from applying this knowledge to your photo editing will surely amaze your clients, or your family. How to make your portraits look out of this world. We will start with an unretouched portrait of a girl. A photo anyone can take at home with their camera and transform it into some sort of fantasy character. We will go through every step I took to get the final result, from working on the skin, color grading, lighting and finishing with the background. With the techniques you'll master after completing this Photoshop tutorial, you will be able to create many different looks for your portraits, whether you just want a subtle enhancement or you really want to push it and transform your portrait into something that is out of this world. How to turn a self-portrait into a studio shot portrait. We will start with a cool self-portrait from Nick's stock, and with the help of Photoshop, we will transform it into some sort of flashy, punk rock, studio shot portrait. By creating and starting off with a high dynamic range base, we will then be able to build up a unique look by adding up different retouching and color grading techniques. How to create a surreal-looking character with advanced retouching techniques. I will show you step by step how you can turn an average Joe into a surreal eye-popping character using advanced retouching techniques. We will also be working on adding light effects to the image, adding a rim light around our character and then color grading our scene to make it look rather creepy. This Photoshop tutorial will benefit anyone who wants to take their game to the next level when it comes to creative portrait retouching. How to transform a basic portrait into a glamour shot. We will take a basic photo with a white background and transform it into a photo that looks like it was taken during a glamorous high-end photo shoot. In this tutorial, we'll explore a different technique to create a smoother, blemish-free skin. We will also work on the colors using especially gradient map and gradient fill, and of course, we will work on making all the details in our photo pop. How to turn your photos into high-impact magazine ads. We will use advanced color grading techniques to transform a photo that desperately needs more punch into a high-impact image that could be used in a magazine ad, for example. By using different techniques to exaggerate the contrasts and accentuate the colors, we can give our photo a sort of painted look that is very popular right now with commercial photographers. If you want to take your photography to another level, This tutorial will show step by step how to edit your photos like the pros. And if you are a graphic designer, the knowledge you will learn in this Photoshop tutorial will further help you to create eye-popping art. Also, because we dramatically enhances the contrast and details of the photo, this technique becomes perfect for anyone who wants to create stunning black and white photos. Click the image above or the link below to see how the B&W photo looks like. How to give your portraits the video game look. Video games these days are more and more realistic and a lot of attention is put on the aesthetics of their 3D characters. We will transform a portrait of a regular guy into something that looks straight out of the latest video game. And of course, if you want something that looks a little more realistic, we can easily tone down the effects while keeping a very original look. In this Photoshop tutorial we will use advanced retouching techniques that you can use to create that same sleek, artistic look for any portraits. How to create more impactful portraits. I show you how you can improve the look and details of someone's face, skin and really give your photos or the people in your photo manipulations a very cool and impactful look. Starting with a generic picture of a businessman, we will layer by layer improve the details, contrasts and colors until we get something that will really get people's attention. How to turn a girl into a surreal character. I will show you how to use the photo of a person and transform him or her into an eye-popping real-life looking Disney character. We will first use a pretty neat technique to retouch the model, the skin, and then we will use photo manipulation methods to transform the girl into someone with pretty wacky proportions, which will give us a very cool and surreal result. How to add an enchanted atmosphere to your photos. We will take this photo of a little girl standing in the woods, transform it into a fairy tale-like scene and make her pop out of the photo. Most of this tutorial will focus on color correction, color grading techniques that will allow you to drastically change the look of a photo. If you are looking to make your photos pop more by improving the look of the background and foreground, this tutorial is for you. How to create breathtaking images. Getting guest teachers to create premium Photoshop tutorials for this site is something you will see more and more, and for this one, it's an exceptional artist and photographer known as IPHOTOMANIPULATION who wrote this exclusive tutorial for the members of LearnPhotoEditing.net. IPHOTOMANIPULATION starts off with a photo he took himself, and by using advanced color grading techniques and a bit of photo manipulation, he turns a snapshot of rural life into a breathtaking award-winning image. In this tutorial, he will show you step by step how he was able to achieve such a transformation. The knowledge you'll gain after completing this tutorial will allow you to transform your own photos into magical works of art. How to create a fantasy environment with photo manipulation. If you are a professional photographer, you absolutely need to learn the art of photo manipulation, as this simple skill will allow you to offer much more than simple photos to your clients. You could offer them, for example, a trip back in time. Way back. My friend and great artist Ivo Rariano created this tutorial exclusively for the members of LearnPhotoEditing.net using a photo he took of his son to create this beautiful lost world art. In a video tutorial that lasts just about 2 hours, I will recreate his fantastic image and will explain to you step by step how Ivo created it. The end result is what you see above. In this Photoshop tutorial, you will not only learn about photo manipulation but also different color grading techniques.